Harrisburg High School. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association, which have adopted the rules under which this game is conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this activity's success. Lincoln High School and Harrisburg High School appreciate your recognition of the values being taught at this educational event.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Howard Wood Field. We welcome, hopefully, many Tiger fans to the live stream tonight, as I'm sure the weather has kept people at home or together in some establishments tonight to watch our Tigers. We are at Howard Wood Field tonight. Pretty gusty evening with the wind blowing from left to right on your camera, but is definitely swirling around the stadium here. You saw the Tigers just took the field. We have a great matchup once again tonight. We were back here just a few weeks ago as the Tigers took on the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Those who attended or watched that game were privy to a very great game between two good teams. We're going to stand here for the Star-Spangled Banner in just a minute. We'll be back after the national anthem to give you some of the starting lineups and some pregame.
Get lined up there, we'll be introducing the starting lineup.
National anthem is complete. We will now go to the public address announcer for the starting lineups for tonight's games. Then we'll be back to give you just a little history between these two teams and some statistics from the season. But to the PA announcer for the starting lineups.
At defensive end, number 41, Alex Holt. At defensive end, number 54, Brady Schultz. At tackle, number 62, Jim Nebelsick. At linebacker, number 15, Kane Boyer. Linebacker, number 24, Gavin Gilbranson. Linebacker, number 32, Breckin Hamilton. Linebacker, number 44, Eden Diaz. At defensive back, number 2, Lincoln Botel. Defensive back number 7, Jack Rayburn. Defensive back number 10, John Robert. And defensive back number 26, Cayman Hudson. The head coach for the Tigers is Brandon White. And now introducing the starting offense for the home team, the Sioux Patriots. At wide receiver number 2, Hunter Merkley. At wide receiver number 10, Logan Needles. Wide receiver number 17, Dylan Hanson. Tight end at number 15, Luke Smith. At guard number 63, Lucas Marlowe. At guard number 75, Alex Apple. At tackle number 66, Tyler Hyatt. At tackle number 79, Jonathan Smith. At center number 58, Ethan Rogich. At quarterback number 6, Tommy Thompson. And at running back number 20, Isaiah Robinson. And the head coach for the Lincoln Patriots is Jared Fredenberg.
So we are set here at Howard Wood Field. We had the Lincoln Patriots announce their offensive starters and the Tigers their defensive starters. We'll await the coin flip to see who will get the ball first. Just a little bit of information before we get started here. Both of these teams sit near the top of Class 11 AAA, largest class in the state of South Dakota, at 5-1. Just last week, we had Roosevelt, number 1. They did stay there. And Lincoln, with what some would have considered an upset at Brandon Valley, they were able to come away with a 26-21 victory over the Lynx. A lot of people did have Brandon Valley also near 1 or 2 spot before that loss to Sioux Falls Lincoln. To round out the season, Lincoln Patriots, again, 5-1. Their sole loss was to the Roosevelt Rough Riders, but to go through their season very quickly, they started with Watertown, where they were able to get a 39-3 victory. Second game of the season, they did lose to Sioux Falls Roosevelt, then have been on a winning streak since, beating Sioux Falls Washington, O'Gorman, Aberdeen Central, and then last week with Brandon Valley. Harrisburg also sitting at 5-1, started their season out at Rapid City Central, where they got their first win. The Tigers rattled off 4 straight wins at the season, beating Sioux Falls Washington, Rapid City Stevens, and Aberdeen Central. Their only loss as well to the Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders by 2 points here at Howard Wood Field. If you remember that game, well played by both sides, ended up with a punt block for a safety was the difference in that football game. And then Harrisburg last week did get a victory in Harrisburg, 22-14 in a rain-soaked game where there was a lot of turnovers, but the Tigers nonetheless came out victorious. So right now, if the playoffs would start today, the Sioux Falls Roosevelt would be number 1 and taking on Aberdeen Central. Sioux Falls Lincoln would be the number 2 team in the state. They would play Sioux Falls Washington. And the Tigers would be the 3rd team in the state, and they would take on Rapid City Stevens at home. So by power points, the number 2 and number 3 rated teams in the state of South Dakota ready to go tonight here at Howard Wood Field. We do have quite a few flurries going on, but I talked to some of the coaches and the kids pregame. They'd much rather see a little bit of flurry out here than rain. So we are probably going to stay dry. The wind will probably be a factor, especially in the kicking and punting games. But we're hoping for another great contest here between Sioux Falls Lincoln and Harrisburg. Lincoln is going to receive at the south-ish end of Howard Wood Field, probably more east than south. The Tigers will be kicking. Number 84, Bryce Soley, is set to do the kicking for the Tigers. Soley will be kicking with the wind, although the wind has been swirling quite a bit here at the stadium. The large flag at the east end has been whipping around, sometimes blowing north. But Soley is set to kick off. High end-over-end kick will be fielded at the 2-yard line. Number 20, Isaiah Robinson, takes the ball across the field, makes one man miss, and is out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Number 13, Ethan Rollinger there, almost had him near the 10-yard line, wasn't able to bring him down. And the ball will be marked right at the 20-yard line for Lincoln's very first drive of this contest. Lincoln will come out with the tight end to the bottom of the screen, slot receivers, 2 running backs in the pistol. Handoff to number 20, Isaiah Robinson, but met right at the line of scrimmage by Alex Holt for the Tigers. And a little bit of help there from the linebacking crew. They'll mark him right at the 20 again, so very little gain. The Lincoln Patriots will do the sugar, very quick huddle. They'll come set this time with slot to the bottom of your screen. Ball is snapped, handed off to number 20, Isaiah Robinson again, but once again, the Tigers are right there in the backfield. Number 41, Alex Holt. Holt lines up to that strong side, up to the tight end, and twice now Lincoln has tested that tight end side of the field. Holt has been up to the challenge for both. Very short gain for Robinson on that call. 3rd down and 9. This time they will spread it out with trips to the bottom of your screen and open to the top. Merkley is back to pass. Jet screen to number 10, Needles, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Number 10, Logan Needles with the reception on the receiver screen. Got some blocking, but was tackled well short of the first down. 4th down and 3 will put Lincoln into punt formation. Back to punt, number 6, Tommy Thompson, who is the quarterback. Deep for the Tigers, number 34, Lincoln Carlson. The snap is good. Thompson off his right foot. The wind will kill that. Carlson takes the ball. Short gain, but probably the most important for Carlson there was he got a hold of the football and did not let it roll to the other end. So great play by Carlson to save quite a few yards for the Tigers to keep that ball from rolling. The Tigers will start their drive at the 49-yard line. So great field position for the Tigers. They did take the wind here for the first quarter, probably looking maybe to go to the air while they got the wind to their back. Number 5, Jack Tigan will come out at quarterback. Not breaking news probably to some of you Tiger fans, but something we didn't talk about pregame is running back Anders Clayton is out with an arm injury tonight. So Gavin Gobronson, number 24, will take the snaps in the backfield to start the game. Pass out to number 10, Jai Rowert on an RPO run-pass option, which is the offense the Tigers run. Just about every one of these plays, the option is given to the quarterback to run or pass. And so you'll see almost every play the running back will touch the football, and the quarterback is making the decision as to whether the run is best or pass. Not all plays, but they're a good 9-yard throw from Tigan to Rowert. Trips to the bottom of your screen here with Rollinger in motion. Rollinger will set up at the edge. Tigan looks to throw, but now will tuck the ball and out over the 40-yard line for a first down. So didn't like his initial read down the field. Lincoln did a pretty good job of covering up the Tigers over there, but Tigan tucked the ball and was able to get the first down of the game.
36-yard line.
Rowert will now head to the sidelines, and Gobronson will come in. Slot to the bottom of your screen with Christensen and Rollinger up top. Little pressure in the backfield, and Tigan is able to escape, but is now down. They will mark him near the 50-yard line. A little bit of confusion there in the backfield as no one was covering the slot receiver for the Tigers. It looked like Tigan was going to try to go to him, and then the safety did get over and cover late. A 13-yard loss on the sack will set up a 2nd down and 23 for the Tigers right near midfield. Tigers will keep the same formation with slot to the bottom of your screen. Gobronson in the backfield. And the pass is complete to Ethan Rollinger right at the 40-yard line. Rollinger ran the out there. Tigan hit him with a good outside reception. Rollinger able to slide and make the catch. Makes 3rd down a little bit more manageable at 3rd and 13, but nonetheless 3rd and long for the Tigers. The Tigers will have number 87, Blake Hansen, the tight end, leave the field. Gobronson again in the backfield. Rollinger will go in motion across the formation to make it trips over there. Underneath, the pass is not brought in by Jai Rowert. Rowert with a good effort to go down low. Tigan tried to throw it right in the middle before the safety was able to get to Rowert. 4th and 13 at the 40-yard line. Here kind of no man's land for the Tigers. You punt this in the end zone, you only gain 19 yards. If you're able to pick up the first down, obviously you continue the drive, and it looks like Coach White is going to go for the first down. Offense still on the field with Blake Hansen coming in at tight end. You'll have tight end wide out. Tight end will trade. And timeout, Tigers. Looked like the play clock was running a little bit low, and Coach Brandon White didn't want to chance the 5-yard penalty. So the Tigers will take their first timeout of the first half. So a recap for some of you who may have joined us late. Lincoln did get the opening drive, went 3 and out, punted to the Tigers. We do have a significant wind here at Howard Wood Field, and Lincoln was kicking into that. The result of that kick was a very short punt that the Tigers took over right near the midfield stripe. Tigers had a very productive first 3 plays, gained a first down on 3rd down on a scramble by Jack Tigan. The first play of the second series, however, was a 13-yard sack. A little confusion in the backfield, and the Tigers had 2nd down and 23. They brought it to 4th and 13 here, just inside the 40-yard line. And now the Tigers will come out 4th and 13. Sam Christensen, the lone receiver down here to the bottom of your screen, trips to the top. And Tigan in shotgun will bring Evan Henderson across the formation. Henderson, and it's caught! Number 13, Ethan Rollinger, a back shoulder throw by Tigan. Don't know if the corner ever saw the pass. A great throw to throw Rollinger open by Tigan. He's able to haul it in, and the Tigers strike first. 6-0. Tigers with 7 minutes and 34 seconds. They'll line up for the point after attempt. The other quarterback, number 4, Jacob Knuth, is the holder. Kicking for the Tigers is Will Simmons. The long snapper for the Tigers to complete the trifecta of extra point is number 56, Alex Foley. Snap is down, and the kick by Simmons is up and good. Now 7-0. Tigers, they strike first. Again, 4th down and 13. The Tigers go deep from Tigan to Rollinger. Number 4 for Lincoln on the coverage. That was Andy Blazevich. It looked like he may have got some confusion there as he threw it to Rollinger's back shoulder. He was able to stop and come back a little bit for the football, and the corner slipped and fell down. Never got his head around. Rollinger able to walk into the end zone after the catch. So a good start for the Tigers on their first drive, up 7-0. Again, some playoff implications here with this game. Obviously, with 3 teams in the state tied at 4-1, and then you bring in Brandon Valley and O'Gorman at 4-2. Probably the top 5 teams in the state, and as we know, with the 8-team bracket, you want to be in the top 4 and able to host a playoff game that will start here in just a few weeks. Tigers having number 20 hold the ball on the tee as the wind has gusted. Connor Hanselman will hold it for Soley. Soley's kick is taken at the 8-yard line by Isaiah Robinson, who will go straight ahead. He's got a hole and is brought down from behind. A good tackle by number 40 for the Tigers, Cade Larson. Robinson found a hole there and was able to exploit it. Looked like he could have this left sideline or bottom of your screen, but a good tackle by Cade Larson. Nose of the ball will be placed right at the 35-yard line for the second drive for the Patriots. Tommy Thompson will have Isaiah Robinson in the backfield. Tested twice with Robinson, but the Tigers were able to hold him to a minimal gain. Thompson rolls and just throws it out of bounds. Probably a good decision by Thompson as the Tigers' Jai Rowert had all the receivers covered up, getting a little bit of pressure from Aiden Viox, and Alex Holt just threw it out of bounds to save a couple yards lost there. So 2nd and 10. Lincoln will put slot receivers to the top. Handoff to Robinson. He does have a hole, but filled quickly. Bounces off one tackler and is able to get to the sideline. Robinson kind of runs himself out of bounds there. Wasn't really forced by a Tiger and does end up 1 yard short of the first down.
3rd down and 2 for the Patriots.
See, the Patriots offensive linemen do not get into the huddle. They're getting signal from the sideline of what the play is. All the Lincoln Patriot players looking at the coaching staff for the call. It will be 3rd down and 1, Patriots. I-back formation. Little trickery as they gave it to the fullback up there. They're going to mark him short of the line. From where I'm sitting, that's 4th down and just inches. So a little bit of trickery there as they gave the ball to the fullback. Timeout, Tigers.
Quarterback sneak by Thompson.
Looked like the Tigers were going to try to make some substitutions. Coach White noticed that there was no way the guys were going to get off the field, and so he called timeout to avoid giving the Patriots a 1st down with an illegal substitution penalty. So the Tigers have used 2 timeouts here early in the first quarter. They're down to 1 timeout left in the first half. Again, both of these teams, 1 loss, both of them to the Roosevelt Rough Riders. The Tigers losing by 2 points to the Roosevelt Rough Riders on that safety. And Roosevelt's score against the Lincoln Patriots was an 18-point victory there. We set 4th down and inches. Quarterback sneak. And with the push, it looks that he is over the 45-yard line, which is enough for a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
Ball will be marked just over the 45-yard line, but definitely enough for the 1st down.
45-yard line.
So the Patriots get their first down of the game. And we'll have a 5-yard penalty as Lincoln had 12 guys lined up. Lincoln Patriot coaches are questioning whether or not that can be. The rule states that you can't have 12 guys in the huddle, but they have to make a little bit of an adjustment for these teams that don't actually huddle. In most cases, the referee will say if you line up with 12 guys in a formation, they're going to throw the penalty flag, and that's what happened on that play as the Patriots had 12 men in formation. Number 2, Hunter Merkley, will go in motion to be slot at the top. And Tommy Thompson is brought down in the backfield. A sack from number 32 for the Tigers, Brecken Hamilton. So Hamilton able to chase down Tommy Thompson in the backfield. He was looking for Merkley in the flat, covered very well by Aiden Viox. So we have a loss of 8 yards on the sack by Hamilton. We'll bring up 2nd and 18. Trips receivers to the bottom of your screen with the Patriots. They'll hand it off to Robinson. Robinson's brought down by Gobronson, helped by number 54 on the defensive line for the Tigers, Brady Schultz. So Schultz and Gobronson tag team on a tackle there for a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and 16 for the Patriots. So the Tigers in a good position here to get off the field on another 3rd and long. Got to keep the Patriots in front of them. Again, the Patriots will go trips to the bottom of your screen, lone receiver to the top. Thompson back, a lot of time. He will throw the ball to Needles, but again, Needles is well short of the 1st down, brought down by number 32, Brecken Hamilton, and number 15, Cade Boyer. So the Tigers do a nice job of keeping the pass in front of them. Needles with a good catch, but is well short of the 1st down, 4th and 5. Thompson will line up again as the punter.
Thompson in punting position.
Deep for the Tigers again, number 34, Lincoln Carlson.
Deep for the Tigers.
Snap is good. Right-footed kicker. Ball will roll towards the sideline. Take a good Lincoln roll, which last time Carlson was able to get up and stop that ball. This time the Tigers will start deep in their own end zone near the 12-yard line. So the Tigers took over at the 49 on the last drive. They were able to march 49 yards with the 23-yard pass play. Excuse me, that was not 23 yards. It was 33-yard pass play from Tygan to Rollinger to make the score 7-0, which it stands here with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter. The Tigers will come out of the huddle on the sideline. Tygan still the quarterback. This time in the backfield joining him is number 12, Matt Ostaby. So Ostaby and Gilbronson taking the snaps at running back with the injury to Anders Clayton. Handoff will be to Matt Ostaby right up the middle. Puts his head down and gets a couple yards. Ostaby, a 5'9", 140-pound junior. Gilbronson, also a junior, 5'11", 195, will be taking reps at running back. Tigers are set. Number 7, Jack Rayburn to the bottom of your screen, the lone receiver. Slot to the top with Christensen and Rollinger. Rayburn in motion to make it trips to the top of your screen, and we have a false start on the Tigers. Looked like Ethan Headley, the left guard there, was getting ready to pull. Headley actually the center on the play, which a little bit confusing. Hard for the center to false start when they snap the ball. The play goes, but nonetheless, Tigers will set up 1st and 15. Ball is passed out to Rollinger, who's clipped down. We do have a penalty flag on the play. So a bubble screen out to Rollinger from Tigan, but it looks like they may be calling Sam Christensen with the hold.
Tackle was made to the Patriots by Peyton Hughes. Flag down on the play.
So we'll let the referee sort out. Lincoln is motioning that they want to take the ball back. It is a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. However, inside the 20-yard line, this will be only half the distance. So not a full 10 yards. The Tigers got some yardage on the play, but not a huge chunk. So the Patriots will.
Holding. Offense number 83. A penalty of force, half minute to goal. Replay second down.
So really ends up only being a 4-yard penalty for the Tigers. Those are tough calls for coaches to make. Do you give them another down, or do you give them the short gain? Second down at 14 for the Tigers. Tigan again going deep. And we have pass interference. So once again, the Tigers go deep. This time was intended for number 19, Andrew Walter. Again, a little bit of a short throw there. The receiver coming back to try to get the ball, and the corner just basically ran right through him. One of the toughest things to teach those young corners, to get their head around and make a play on the football. This will be a 15-yard penalty, not an automatic first down. Has to make a first down, which it does exactly here, as it was second down and long 14. So the Tigers, with the pass interference, will get a new set of downs. Rollinger and Christensen line up in the slot. To the top is Walter. And Ostaby in the backfield with Jack Tigan. Tigan takes the snap, hands the ball to Ostaby. He's hit immediately in the backfield.
And bringing him down in the backfield was Jonathan Smith.
Number 79, Jonathan Smith, a defensive tackle, split that double team block and was able to hit Ostaby before he even had an opportunity to make a cut. So a 3-yard loss on the play, mix up front, allowing the defensive lineman to penetrate right through. We'll bring up second and a long 13. Tigers making a quick adjustment here to see how Lincoln will line up to the bunch formation. Tigan has Rollinger deep, and he brings it in near the 45-yard line. A good catch and throw again. Hard for me to see down here by the sideline, but it looked like Rollinger was able to come up and get 1 foot and then landed inbounds. Had receivers at 3 levels. And Tigan went deep and has another good hookup with Rollinger. They've had 2 long passes, the one for the touchdown earlier, and now one for a big first down after a loss. 1st and 10 Tigers just past the 45-yard line. Hansen in motion. And a penalty flag.
Full start. Offense number 54. 5-yard penalty.
False start on the Tigers once again. This time it's called on number 54 for the Tigers, Brady Schultz. Little shift of the tight end there to the other side, and don't know if him getting set or taking a little longer. Sometimes you put those big guys down in a three-point stance a little longer than they're used to. Just a little twitch, and they threw the flag. So 1st and 15. Quick throw out to Rollinger, and he is knifed down right away. Number 22 for the Patriots flying in, Sam Siegel, able to hit Rollinger just as he catches the ball for another loss. So we'll be at 2nd and 16 now for the Tigers. So a great play by Siegel to come downhill. The Patriots are moving a little bit and shifting on defense as the Tigers are setting up their play. Maybe a little bit of a misread as Siegel was not on Rollinger immediately but came downhill right away. Got a screen set up. And we have a penalty flag on the play. A big hit by number 7, Aiden Sand. Right as Ostaby was going to catch the ball, looked like it was up near the head. So this could be a targeting foul, as many of you fans have seen at any level, whether it's high school, college, or pros, not allowing people to use their helmet as a weapon to hit somebody in the head. If it was helmet-to-helmet contact, that's what the call is going to be. That would be a big one, as it's a personal foul. The Lincoln Patriot fans not happy with the call. We'll let the referee sort it out. Hopefully Ostaby is okay. Did take a big shot from number 7, Aiden Sand. So it is a personal foul on the Patriots. That will make it 2nd down and 1 yard for the Tigers.
2nd down and 1 for the Tigers.
Empty backfield, snap to Tigan. Tigan will go deep again, looking for Walter this time. Another penalty flag on the play. So the Tigers have thrown twice deep over there on the corner. This was not on the player who the ball was thrown to. This was called on number 45. This was away from the ball. So the fans are reacting to the play on the ball, which was good coverage out on the right corner. This was called on number 45, who lines up as a linebacker. So this would be an illegal contact or a push, even if it's not thrown to that player. Cannot make contact with an offensive player while the ball is in the air. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Go Bronson in the backfield. He will get the carry. Bounces off one tackler, but is stopped. Forward momentum will be a loss. So Go Bronson hit right away by that Lincoln defense. Again, number 79, Jonathan Smith, leading the push up the middle. Again, the Tigers' leading rusher, Anders Clayton, not in the game tonight due to an injury to his wrist. Go Bronson and Matt Ostaby taking the lion's share of the snaps in the backfield. Tigan will take the snap a little low off the edge, has pressure, and the ball is intercepted by number 50, and he will take it the distance. So a pick 6 for the Lincoln Patriots. Isaac Sarbacher catches the tip pass. Lincoln brought some heat off the edge, didn't catch the number. Able to hit Tigan from his blind side, and the ball falls right in the lap of Sarbacher, and he's able to take it the length of the field for a touchdown. Holder for the Patriots, number 3, Elliot Hackett. Number 22 on to kick, Sam Siegel. Ball is fumbled. Number 3 has the ball, and it will fall incomplete. So we talked a little bit about the kicking game being affected by the wind. Not so much the wind there, but a poor snap and a bobbled hold, and the Patriots still will trail 6-7 with 16 seconds left in the first quarter. So the Tigers looking to throw on that last play. Lincoln Gamble brought somebody off the left edge of the Tigers, and he's able to get home. Hits Tigan just as he's ready to throw the football, and the ball falls into the arms of number 50, Isaac Zarbacher, and he's able to take it the distance. So the Tigers do lead 7-6 as we are set to kick off. Again, have not seen the other quarterback for the Tigers, Jacob Knuth. Knuth a little bit more on the passing here from season stats. Knuth has thrown the ball 108 times, 50 completions for 697 yards and 8 touchdowns. Tigan thrown less at 68 times, but has completed 37 of those. He's over 600 yards as well for 606, and he's got 9 touchdowns.
Number 11, White Bandit.
Deep for the Tigers will be number 34, Lincoln Carlson, and number 88, Carter Barenfuss. Set to kick, number 11. I believe it's Vandentop. Rollinger takes the kick and is up near the 50-yard line. So one of the upbacks for the Tigers, Rollinger has to take the short kick, and he's able to bounce off and get the ball near the 50-yard line. So the Tigers will have one more play with the wind at their backs. See what Coach Brandon White has. Might be an opportunity to pass one more time. Knuth will come out and take the helm. He'll put Christensen, Rohrt, and Rollinger to the bottom of your screen, and it looks like Jack Rayburn to the top. Knuth with no one in the backfield. Good hold by the line, and Knuth just over Rayburn. A lot of contact once again over there from the Lincoln Patriot corners. This time it's not called, and the Tigers will have the ball. 2nd down and 10 with the quick strike attempt there. They will have one more play in this direction with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Ostaby in the backfield with Knuth. Number 11, Nathan Tuttle in at the wing. He'll shift to the left side. Knuth a quick strike to Jai Rohrt, who makes his first man miss, and Rohrt will be up over the 1st down marker. So getting the ball to Rohrt in space. Very quick player for the Tigers, and he's able to move the chains. So at the end of the first quarter, pretty entertaining. We've had one touchdown for both teams, the Tigers on a pass and the Patriots on a defensive pick 6. The score is 7-6 Tigers as we wait to come back for the second quarter. Start the second quarter as the Tigers do hand the football off. Number 12, Matt Ostaby again up the middle, not finding much success yet up the middle. Number 79, Jonathan Smith, holding that line of scrimmage there in the middle for the Lincoln Patriots. Ostaby and Knuth will stay in the backfield. Tuttle will be at the wing. Patriots show blitz and then back out into coverage. Christensen, is he able to drag his feet? Yes! A great catch by Sam Christensen, able to drag his toes. May have even had a Sunday catch there, as it looked like he drug both toes in. High school ruling, however, is you only need 1 foot in bounds. Definitely got that, and it will be 3rd and short. Good throw by Knuth to get it to the sideline where only Christensen could catch the ball, and then a great catch by Sam and able to get his feet down. So the Tigers driving into the win now, 3rd and short. Tigers will quickly shift to a bunch formation. Knuth will hand off to Gulbranson, and Gulbranson is up over the 30-yard line, which will be enough for a Tiger first down.
Tackle made by Jacob Randall. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
So a little wrinkle there from the Tigers as they all look over the sideline and then quickly sprint to a bunch formation and are able to gain the first down there with Gulbranson. This time a more traditional formation as they'll have slot receivers to the bottom of the screen, Rayburn and Rollinger. Sam Christensen by himself with Ostaby and Knuth in the backfield. Knuth will drop back to pass. He will look to go deep. And it is caught by Sam Christensen. Once again, the Tigers going deep on the Lincoln Patriot corners. The corners for Lincoln are having a tough time getting their head around. That's the 3rd or 4th pass we've seen tonight where the Tigers have thrown back shoulder. The Tiger receiver makes the adjustment to the football, and because the corner's not looking back, not able to make the same adjustment on the football, and the Tigers have come up with it. Maybe something they've seen on film, maybe just good heady throws by both quarterbacks, but we've seen a lot of throws back shoulder from the Tigers. This time Knuth looks for Rayburn. Rayburn asking for some contact. Ball was overthrown. Tigers ran the double slants over here. We do have a penalty flag on the play. Thrown by the back judge, so in the area of holding or illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield. Number 52 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3-point first down.
So again, one of those penalties that's tough for a defensive coach to decide. Do you give them another first down play this close to the end zone? The Patriots do elect to move the Tigers back 5 yards, so it will be 1st and 14. Rayburn and Rollinger again to the bottom of your screen with Sam Christensen. Blake Hansen is the tight end for the Tigers. Knuth set back. We'll go the same and almost the identical play. This time the corner for Lincoln able to get his hand in late, but once again a back shoulder throw from the Tigers out on the edge.
Brings up 2nd down and goal from the 14.
In coverage for Lincoln on that play, number 22, Sam Siegel. Siegel able to get his head around just in time. Excuse me, not number 22, number 25, DeJuan Nesham, a 6-foot senior. Got his hand in there and was able to break up the touchdown pass. Trips to the bottom of the screen for the Tigers with Ostaby in the backfield. This will be ruled a drop by Rollinger. Hit again right as he tried to catch the ball. Guessing the setup of that play is the other wideout is supposed to block that safety coming downhill, but did not get a piece of him. Rollinger not able to bring the ball in, so it will be 3rd down and 14. It's the second time the Tigers have run that bubble to Rollinger in the slot with the same result as he's been hit just as he tries to catch it both times. Trips to the bottom of the screen with Rowert coming in with Rayburn and Rollinger. No backs. Showing pressure again by the Patriots. And the ball will be incomplete as it is short. So probably a good call by Knuth to just throw that ball away. Christensen was covered in the end zone. That will bring up 4th and 14 into the win for the Tigers. Ball is spotted on the 14-yard line. See what Coach Brandon White elects to do here. Would be a 31-yard field goal for Will Simmons, but again, this would be directly into that strong wind here at Howard Wood Field. Tigers elect to go for the offensive play. Knuth will throw once again, and this time overthrows Christensen with no shot at catching that one. So the Patriots make a stand. It will remain 7-6, and they will take over at the 14-yard line. So a good drive by the Tigers, stalls inside the 20. 2 shots to the end zone. See the Lincoln Patriots here now talking to their corners, DeJuan Nesham, as I'm sure the coaches are seeing the same thing I have. Lincoln really has yet to turn their head and make a play on the football. Nesham did make a nice play right before to save a touchdown, but as I see on the sidelines here, their coaches are talking to them specifically about that. Thompson rolls out and makes a nice play to get the ball out to number 15, Luke Smith. He had pressure on him right away from number 32, Brecken Hamilton, and able to get it off to Smith, the tight end wide receiver for the Patriots, and the Patriots have a first down near the 30-yard line.
First and 10 Patriots.
Quickly to the line are the Patriots. This is a handoff to Robinson. He'll be met by Holt in the backfield right away. So again, the Patriots like to run to that strong tight end side where they've run into Alex Holt each time they've run that same power play, and it'll be another loss for Robinson. Alex Holt having a nice game already for the Tigers from his defensive end position. Again, you'll see him move to the strong side, which is the top of your screen. Now they'll make the switch. Blitz from the Tigers. They'll throw a swing pass out to number 23, Leo Kay. Kay will take the ball up near the first down. Excuse me, Leo Kay. So a nice swing pass out there. Jack Rayburn, number 7 for the Tigers on the stop, but a good pickup, almost 10 yards on the swing pass will bring up 3rd and 1. Again, the Patriots quickly up to the line of scrimmage. And penalty flag on the play. Another shift from a tight end. This time Lincoln might have gotten themselves, very similar to the Tigers. False start is the indication. We saw some very similar movement there from the Tigers. They traded that tight end from one side of the formation to the other. While the big men are down there in that three-point stance during that transition, got a little jumpy. So the 5-yard penalty will make it 3rd and 6 for the Patriots. Again, the Patriots do have the wind at their back. However, the wind has subdued just a little. Flag not flying nearly as much. Thompson with all kinds of time. And he will find number 12 for the Patriots, Tyler Schaefer. Ty Schaefer makes a nice catch just over the 50-yard line near the 45, but we do have a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. An illegal man downfield on the Patriots. So the two teams trading similar penalties as on the last drive for the Tigers. They were too far downfield, and it erased not a big play, but a play. This one was a big first down for the Patriots. This will move the ball back to 3rd and 12. So a big penalty. And now Lincoln will call timeout and come to the sidelines. Again, we have some first half stats here. Not much rushing for the Tigers, as we know sacks do count against the rushing yardage, but we do not have a Tiger with positive yards. Ostaby has carried twice for -2, Gobranson once for -3, and Tigan was sacked there for the one big long play with -13. So on the stat sheet, the Tigers have -18 yards rushing, which is something I'm sure Coach White will address. Again, that we've had just a few plays rushing. The Tigers have gone to the air for the most part. Tigan has completed 6 for 7 for 90 yards with 1 touchdown. Jacob Knuth, 1 completion out of 2. Again, this is the first quarter only for 11 yards. Rollinger leading receiving. He's got 5 catches for 82 yards and the 139-yard touchdown. Rowert has 2 catches for 19. Tackles led by Gulbranson with 3 total. Alex Holt has the 2 in the backfield. The Patriots now 3rd and long. Tommy Thompson will try to scramble for the first down, but we have a penalty flag. This might be holding against the Tigers, and a second penalty flag. So a lot of laundry here in the first half. The referees are meeting at the center of the field to sort this out. The call is holding against the Patriots, number 32, Peyton Hughes. Now they do correct it and call holding on number 32, Brecken Hamilton for the Tigers. Holding was a spot foul and a 10-yard penalty, so that was enough for the first down.
First and 10 Patriots at the 47-yard line.
Number 20, Isaiah Robinson carries once again. Very short yardage. Tackle on the play by number 45, Colt Harder. Nose tackle for the Tigers. So no gain for Robinson once again. Robinson also not able to get much running in here on a night where you might think it's going to be some power football with a little snow in the air. Thompson with a lot of time, and he will take off running, and he'll be pushed out of bounds by number 44 for the Tiger, Aiden Viox. So Thompson with a lot of time back in the pocket, not able to find a receiver. He pulls the ball down and decides to scramble. Viox able to push him out of bounds after a gain of about 6 yards. 3rd and 4 for Lincoln. Lincoln will put slot receivers down to the bottom of your screen with a tight end. Runs double slants, and number 12 for the Patriots, Ty Schaefer, not able to come up with the catch. Ran double slants, very similar to what the Tigers ran down on the goal line, but Schaefer not able to come up with the catch. Brings up 4th down and 4, so a big play here for the Patriots. And a big stop opportunity for the Tigers to take over near midfield. Patriots have the play signaled in. Maybe one of those times they try to draw the Tigers off sides. That would give them a first down. I'm sure the Tiger sideline screaming, "Watch the ball," and that might have been what they were looking at. Lincoln will call their second timeout of this half as well. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining in the quarter. Some stats for the Patriots. The first quarter stats once again only. Rushing for them, Leo Kay has the most yards rushing with 11. Isaiah Robinson has 1 yard on 2 carries. Jacob Randall carried 1 time for no yards, and Thompson with his sacks has -2 yards. So for the Patriots, they have plus 10 yards rushing. All of that coming on 1 run from Leo K.E. and 1 yard from Isaiah Robinson. So not much rushing here from either team. Passing advantage going to the Tigers as they have the 1 passing touchdown. The lone score for the Patriots was a defensive touchdown. They were able to hit the Tiger quarterback as he threw the ball, and the ball fell into the arms of number 50, Isaac Sarbacher, and he ran 50-plus yards for a touchdown. Patriots have changed their mind now with Thompson in at quarterback. Lincoln Carlson back for the Tigers. Lincoln will punt the ball away, this time a high punt, angling to the sidelines, and it will be inside the 10. So a great punt from Thompson will pin the Tigers inside their 10-yard line. Taking advantage there maybe of the wind and wanting to flip the field position. Lincoln not taking a chance on 4th and 4, but they will pin the ball at the 10-yard line where the Tigers will start a drive with 6 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first half. Tigers will come from the sidelines with the play. They'll bring Christensen and Rollinger to the bottom of your screen. Number 7, Jack Rayburn, the lone receiver, up to the top. They have really liked to attack that single corner side. Rayburn will come in motion. Oh, almost intercepted. Very dangerous throw there. Number 7, Aiden Sand got his hand on the ball. It was intended for number 13, Ethan Rollinger, and Sand got his hand on the ball running downhill. Would have been a very easy walk-in for a touchdown for Sand had he gathered that one in. Nonetheless, didn't come up with it, so we have 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers at their own 10-yard line. This time Tuttle will come in at the wing. The ball will be handed off to number 12, Matt Ostaby. Does get through a hole there and some positive yards for the Tigers. Looked like he might have gotten tripped up as he went through. They'll mark the ball at the 12-yard line, so a 2-yard carry for Ostaby. Tigers and Patriots will make some substitutions. The Patriots bringing in another secondary player and taking off a defensive lineman. The Tigers will bring Rowert into the game, and he'll come to the slot side with trips with Rollinger and Christensen. Knuth alone in the backfield. Pass is thrown nicely to Christensen on a slant route. Great throw by Knuth there to wait for him to clear that outside linebacker, get to the middle of the field, and gain a 1st down. Well-run route by Christensen and a well-thrown ball from Knuth. A big 1st down for the Tigers, if nothing else, to get themselves out of their end zone and a fresh set of downs. Ostaby will stay in the backfield with Knuth. Low snap handed to Ostaby. He's hit again in the backfield. Both of these defensive lines are winning the line of scrimmage. Almost the second Ostaby's given the football, he's having to dodge or getting hit by a Lincoln Patriot defender. Short loss on the play will bring up 2nd and 11. Wing formation with Tuttle in the backfield. Tigan will roll out. This may have been a called keep by Coach White, and he's able to take the ball up near the 35-yard line. May have been the old school quarterback sweep there as he faked the ball and then was able to get around the right side for a gain of 6.
Picking up that cursor. I'll just move the trackpad.
3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. No empty backfield for Tigan. Tigan throwing deep again across the middle for Christensen. Very similar play to that big 3rd down catch. And Christensen is able to catch the ball over the 50-yard line. Wrestled down near the 45. So the Tigers are definitely seeing something to that backside where there's no help for that backside corner. Penalty flag late on the play here. Holding for the Tigers called on number 73, Jordan Larson. So a big penalty called on the Tigers there, as that was a big gain for a 1st down. This will bring up 3rd down and 19 now for the Tigers. Did not see that penalty flag on the ground there till very late. Kind of thrown in the mix of the offense and defensive lines. Tigers make a late substitution to bring Rowert in for Rollinger. And Tigan will have to call timeout. Again, some confusion on personnel.
Timeout. Harrisburg.
This will be the last timeout the Tigers have. There's 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in this half. Again, the Tigers lead 7-6. Early on, the Tigers scored on their very first drive on a 39-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Jack Tigan to Ethan Rollinger. Tigers, 2 drives later, near midfield and driving again. The Lincoln Patriots able to hit Tigan as he's throwing. The ball bounces out and lands in the arms of number 50, Isaac Sarbacher for the Patriots. He returns the ball for a pick six. They did have a bobbled snap and bobbled hold on the extra point, giving them the 6 points, but the Tigers have a 1-point lead here late in the second quarter. We'll reset here with the Tigers 3rd down and 19, ball on the 21-yard line. Tigan will again roll right, and this time he will not get around the corner. Again, number 79, Jonathan Smith, having a big game for the Patriots. And it would be a big loss. 4th and 23 for the Tigers. They will line up to punt. Number 17, Will Simmons. Dangerous area here as the Tigers are backed up to their own end zone with that wind blowing in their face. Merkley is deep for the Patriots. Good snap. Simmons able to get the ball up high in the air. Fair catch called for by Merkley. And he will have the ball at the 45-plus yard line. So they'll start in Harrisburg territory. 1st and 10 at the Tiger 45. So great field position with the wind. 3 minutes left and 1 timeout for the Patriots. Tiger defense has held up very well. Again, not giving up any points. The only touchdown the Patriots have so far was a defensive pick six. So the defense has not given up any points. They've given up some yards here and there, but for the most part have been pretty stingy when it comes down to giving them any rushing yards. A jet sweep does have the corner here. Cayman Hudson comes up and is able to turn the ball in. Tackle by number 15, Cade Boyer, and number 2, Lincoln Botel. So with it tough sledding straight up the middle, the Patriots go to the jet sweep and do find a little bit of success. Got a 4-yard carry. Patriots are now set with slot receivers to the bottom of your screen. Solo receiver up to the top is Merkel. Thompson with, again, a lot of room, and he is able to take on number 27, Timon Long for the Tigers. They'll give him forward progress almost to the 35-yard line. Maybe a generous spot there by the official, but nonetheless, they're going to give Thompson 3rd and 1. They'll bring on the heavy package. And they're met in the backfield. Lots of confusion from the Tigers, and it may have ended up, from what it looked like to me, they were late getting a defensive lineman on, and Gavin Gulbranson just ran up and took his spot. And as he ran up, he was able to knife through the guard center gap and meet Robinson in the backfield for a loss. So what looked like a busted play for the Tigers ends up being a loss and makes it 4th and 2 for the Patriots. Thompson looks to throw the screen, and it's complete to number 23, Leo Kay. So 2 big plays for Kay tonight in the screen game. Timon Long on the tackle for the Tigers, so a well-called screen there. Tigers sent some pressure with all the linemen and linebackers in the backfield, just floated over the top. Thompson again making 2 men miss, chased down by Alex Holt from this side. 1 minute left in the period. So Tommy Thompson taking it on his own here. 2nd down and 3. Thompson will drop back. And the pass is intercepted in the end zone by Jai Rowert. Thompson tried to float one over the edge there. And Rowert able to come up with the interception in the end zone for a touchback. A good defensive stop for the Tigers as the Patriots had some momentum and were driving down the field. 37 seconds left here for the Tigers. Again, they're 80 yards away from a touchdown. probably a good 50 yards away from any sort of a kick attempt as the wind is howling. Wouldn't be surprised here if Coach White just runs the ball once or even kneels down and takes his 1-point lead into the end zone. Ball will be handed off.
Ball carrier was
Looked like number 20 for the Tigers, Connor Hanselman, a 6-foot sophomore.
the tackle that time was made by Alex Otto.
So a third running back in for the Tigers as Hanselman will get his first carry of the game. Under 15 seconds left now. The Tigers do look like they are content with their 1-point lead and to go back and make adjustments at halftime.
And that will have been the last play of the first half.
And so,
Once again, we
not so
remind
much
you,
on the scoreboard entertaining, but very entertaining football here out on the football field. We've had some big plays, some good hits. Now the coaches and players will head to the locker room at halftime, discuss what they're seeing, and see which teams come out with some adjustments. We'll take a short break here at halftime. We will come back with some stats from the first half once we receive them. Mr. Emmy, do you want lights or no lights?
Whatever you like.
This is good for me, but you have your own bank up there.
I'm all good.
You're good, okay.
Yep, I got everything. So. Thank you.
You just
Do you want me to kill audio for a second?
How do I? Are you warm enough?
Yeah.
Do you want this down closer to you?
That's perfect.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm
Good.
not cold at all.
No, it's perfect. Thanks for bringing that.
Yeah.
That really balances it off beautifully.
Okay.
When I first opened up this one, we came in, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be good.
You know, it ended up being not a bad night.
No, it's perfect. The last time we had the last one, you could see that second camera, you could see a little bit of reflection off that one.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You can see a little reflection off that one camera, so that's why I said it's open window's the best. So this works out good.
That makes sense. Craig, you want to give me a little audio whenever you're ready? Just let me know. It's no rush. I just do have the stats.
Yeah.
All right, we welcome you to halftime here at Howard Wood Field, which ended up not being such a bad evening. The snow, for the most part, has quit. Don't see many flakes in the air. The wind is still blowing considerably, but not nearly as it was at kickoff at 6 p.m. Some stats for halftime. Tigers rushing has been tough for both sides of the ball here. Lincoln and Harrisburg struggling to get a whole lot on the rushing. Rushing for the Tigers, Gilbronson leads the team with no yards. You don't see that very often. Connor Hanselman just rushed one time for no yards, so they're at the top of the stat sheet. Matt Ostaby's carried 5 times for a 1-yard loss, and Jack Tigan has rushed 5 times for -12. So for the Tigers, -13 yards rushing on the half. For the Lincoln Patriots, Tommy Thompson, the quarterback there in the second quarter, did take the ball and tuck it quite a few times to rush. He's got 6 carries for 25 yards. Leo Kay came off the bench, had 3 rushes for 10 yards. Hunter Merkley, 1 carry on that jet sweep and got 4 yards. Their starting running back, Isaiah Robinson, has 4 carries for no yards as well. So again, very tough sledding here for both teams rushing the ball up the middle. The defensive lines have been very dominant. In the passing area for the Tigers, both quarterbacks, Tigan and Knuth, have 9 attempts. Tigan has completed 7 of his, Knuth 3. Tigan has 108 yards and 1 touchdown. The 39-yard strike to Rollinger in the first quarter. Knuth, 40 yards. The long for his was 21 yards. For the Patriots, Thompson, the only one to attempt a pass. He is 5 of 8. 54 yards, and his long was 15. He does have the 1 interception that you just saw at the end of the quarter, where Jai Rowert for the Tigers was able to intercept him in the end zone as the Patriots were headed in for a touchdown. Receiving for the Tigers, Ethan Rollinger leads the way with 5 catches. He's got 82 yards and the 139-yard touchdown. Sam Christensen has 3 catches for 47 yards, and Jai Rowert has caught 2 balls for 19 yards. Receiving for the Patriots, Leo Kay has caught 2 screen passes, and they were very effectively run. He's got 23 yards. Logan Needles has 2 catches as well for 16, and Luke Smith 1 catch for 15 yards. Defensively for the Tigers, Alec Holtz leads the way. He's got 4 unassisted tackles and 4 total. Cade Boyer has 1 unassisted and 3 assisted to tie Holt for 4. And Aiden Viox has 3 unassisted tackles to round out the Tiger defense. For the Lincoln Patriots, Jacob Randall has 4 unassisted tackles, Alex Oppold 3, and Andrew Blazevich, 2 unassisted. I don't see number 79, Jonathan Smith, on our stat sheet, but I know for a fact he's had 2 or 3 tackles in the backfield for the Patriots. Again, the defensive lines for both teams playing very well and have not seen a lot of push from either offensive line, and thus we've really struggled to see any rushing yards for either team. Passing has been the way to go. Again, a recap of the scoring on the first drive for the Tigers. Jack Tigan was able to connect with Ethan Rollinger on the left sideline for a 39-yard touchdown score. Just a few drives later, the Tigers again with the ball and past midfield. Tigers were making another drive. The Patriots blitzed off of the Tigers' left side and were able to get home. They hit Jack Tigan just as he was throwing the football, popping the ball up in the air. The ball fell in the hands of defensive lineman Isaac Sarbacher. Sarbacher, a 6'4", 200-pound senior, catches the ball and takes it 50-plus yards for the touchdown. Again, the Patriots had a bobbled snap, and the extra point was no good. That gives us our current score of 7-6, with the Tigers leading by 1 point at halftime. If you remember, the Tigers did kick off to the Patriots, so the Tigers should be receiving the second half kickoff. The only way that would change is if the Tigers had elected the wind, but I did not hear them say that at the flip. On the coin flip, as many of you may know, or some of you may not know, you get the choice to kick, receive, or to defend. So sometimes when there is weather-related field conditions that might affect how the game is played. You will rarely, but at times, see a coach choose to defend a goal rather than to receive or kick the ball. In most of those cases, once the team does decide to take one end of the field for defense, the other team does receive both half kickoffs and will get an extra possession on offense. Again, I don't believe that happened here. It does happen from time to time if the weather is really poor. But if all holds true, the Tigers should get the ball on the kickoff here to start the second half. It will be interesting to see how Lincoln decides to use the wind. Some coaches like to take the wind right out of the half and try to get down and score and take the lead. Others like to have the wind in the fourth quarter in case they have to throw and able to come back. We'll take a short break. We have about 5 minutes left until the teams will be back on the field. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a few more updates.
Mama's Lattes features homemade enchiladas. They're my mom's recipe. Homemade salsa, homemade guac, we make fresh every day. And that's a great feeling when you can make someone happy just behind food.
If it's what you live for, it's what we're here for. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
All right, we welcome you back to halftime. Hopefully you all are able to take a break, refresh your drink, and are ready for the second half of Tiger football. The Tigers do have the lead by 1.7 to 6. Only update we have gotten so far in the booth here for other scores. Again, we did start 1 hour early here tonight at 6 o'clock, so we are a little bit ahead of almost every other game going on in the state. One score with 7.5 left at the O'Gorman Watertown game. OG leads 6-0. We'll try to keep you updated on any other 11 AAA scores that we will get up here. Again, a lot of schools are postponing or canceling games tonight, especially out west or north of here due to snow and weather. Clock winds down to the last 30 seconds of the half. Again, if those of you who are just joining us at halftime, Tigers scored on their very first possession of the game, a 39-yard touchdown pass from Jack Tigan to Ethan Rollinger. 2 series later, with the Tigers once again driving, sack on the quarterback, not necessarily in the statistic book that it was a sack, but Tigan hit just as he throws the football. The ball comes down to number 54, the Patriots, Isaac Sarbacher. And he's able to return that kick over 50 yards for the defensive touchdown. So the Patriots have not gotten on the board with their offense. Been tough going for both offenses so far, obviously with the only 13 points on the board total. We are set for the second half kickoff here. Referee has moved out to the 40-yard line. The Patriots have their kicking team out on the field. Tigers huddled up on the sideline with their kick return team. They have only had one kick return so far, and if you remember, that one was into the wind. That kick return fell into Ethan Rollinger's hands very short. He was able to return it 17 yards near the 50-yard line. There's been a couple possessions where the Tigers have started near midfield. One they brought into the end zone, the other they were short. So we'll see here. Lincoln does have the wind at their back, so my assumption would be the coaches for Lincoln want the wind right out of the half. Tigers will be headed into the wind for the third quarter. Deep for the Tigers, number 34, Lincoln Carlson, and number 88, Barenfuss. Kicking for the Patriots, they have number 11 on him. He's not in our program, so I'll see if I can get his name. Ball angling towards the sideline and will be taken by Carlson. Carlson able to make the first guy miss and dives up near the 23-yard line. So Carlson will take the ball. They'll give him a little more than what I said, the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers. See if the Tigers have made any adjustments to the run game. They will bring out Jacob Knuth at the helm here for the first play. Number 24, Gavin Gilbronson, will join him in the backfield. Slot receivers to the top, single receiver to the bottom of your screen. Knuth will roll right. And the ball is not caught off the hands of Rollinger. Looked like it might have hit Rollinger's hands, just a little maybe out of his reach, tough to tell. Going to check the running back in the backfield. That is number 34, Lincoln Carlson, who is in the backfield, not 24, Gilbronson. So, second down and 10 for the Tigers, exact same formation. Knuth in the pistol. Another drop pass for the Tigers. This time they tried to dump it off to number 87, Blake Hansen. Hansen dropped the ball. Looked like another good pass by Knuth. 2 drops to start the second half for the Tigers, have them 3rd down and 10. Pretty well-designed play there as they had jumped out on Rollinger on that last formation. Snuck the tight end straight up the field, and he was open. 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Knuth will roll to the right. looked like they may got there a little early, but no call.
Pass from Knuth was overthrown to Rollinger.
Pass was intended for Rollinger once again on that out. Don't know if they called that uncatchable, but I don't believe that is a rule in high school. So they say not Merkel. They said that Siegel did not get there early. Tigers will be back in punt formation, so 3 passes and out for the Tigers. Simmons in to do the kicking. Deep for the Patriots, Hunter Merkley. Patriots have a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage. Ball skips. Bad snap, and Simmons is able to get the punt away. A very athletic play by Simmons to get the ball out of there. The ball hit the ground in front of him. He's able to break 1 tackle and then get the ball punted away. A big play for the Tigers. That would have been disastrous to give Lincoln the ball right inside the 10. Great play by Simmons to kick the ball away. They'll take the ball 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Tiger defense did a great job in the first half, allowing no points to this Lincoln Patriots offense. Again, both teams very much struggling to run. A handoff here to Robinson. Robinson will get up to the 40-yard line. They'll mark the ball at the 39. Very short gain. 1 yard on the carry, 2nd down and 9. Patriots offense has been a fairly high-scoring offense. They've scored 39, 37, and 48 points in a few of their games and are near 20. There's a hole for Robinson, the first big gain that we have seen. Able to take the ball up the middle and down near the 1st down marker. They will say he is short, and it will be 3rd down and inches. Quickly to the ball. Another handoff to Robinson. He's met in the backfield by Cade Larson, and he will not get the 1st down. A big tackle by Cade Larson to bring up 4th and 1. Running a stretch play to the left side where Robinson bounced it outside. They only needed a few inches. As he bounced it out, Cade Larson able to bring him down from his linebacker position. Great play by Larson will bring up 4th and 1. Tigers a little bit confused. Ball is snapped. And the ball is short of the 30 by Cade Larson again. It will be Tiger football if the spot holds true. 1st down, Tigers. So Cade Larson with back-to-back tackles in the backfield makes 2 big plays for the Tigers. Excellent job on defense and some great tackling by Cade Larson there. Will turn the ball over. A lot of momentum on the Lincoln side there with the 3 and out. Great stand by the Tigers. Larson knifing in there off that left side. Robinson did stretch the ball out, but was noticeably short of the 30-yard line. Good spot by the officials, and it will be 1st and 10 Tigers. Tigan will now bring the Tiger offense out to the field. And Tigan will be brought down in the backfield by number 75, Alex Oppold on the sack. Again, pressure right away on Tigan. He ducked out of 1, but fell right into the arms of Oppold. 2nd down and 16 for the Tigers. So the Tiger offense coming out a little sluggish after halftime here. Went 3 and out in their first possession and now lose 6 yards on the first play of their second possession. Nathan Tuttle in now at the wing. The ball will be handed off to number 34, Lincoln Carlson. Carlson beats the initial tackle and is able to get a few yards back for the Tigers. Looks like he gained about 4 yards. That'll bring 3rd and 12 for the Tigers. They'll throw it deep once again. The ball is caught by Sam Christensen. Ball is caught by Sam Christensen again. The Tigers have really gone after the corners here of Lincoln. That's got to be the fourth or fifth long ball we've seen thrown up to the corners. Not all have been successful, but the ones that have been seem to have the same characteristics. They've been underthrown by a little bit. The Tigers have able to make the adjustments to the throw. The Patriots, not looking backwards, aren't able to adjust, and the Tigers have come up with some good catches. Carlson will take the stretch play to the left, does find a hole, and we'll get some positive yards for the Tigers. Tackle on the play for Lincoln is Randall, but some positive rushing yards for the Tigers there, about 4 yards. Will be second down and a long 6 for Harrisburg. Rollinger will come in motion to make it trips. Blitz coming from the Patriots. Picked up by Carlson, but not enough to keep him off the quarterback. A well-timed A-gap blitz by the Patriots pushes Carlson back into number 5, Tigan.
That stop was Jake Randall along with Alex Oppold.
Alex Oppold in there to clean up the sack. But that was a well-timed blitz by the Patriots to bring up third down and 14 for the Tigers. Again, the ball is just over midfield here. The Tigers have moved the ball into Patriot territory. Rollinger will again motion across. And they will go deep to Rollinger once again. And he's not able to make the catch. Penalty flag on the play.
That pass from Tigan was intended for Rollinger. It's incomplete, bringing up fourth down to 14.
Good deep throw by Tigan into the wind, and it was actually just overthrown. Rollinger made a great attempt. Illegal man downfield. If you look back at that last formation, the Tigers had their outside receiver to the bottom of your screen on the line of scrimmage, which covered up the tight end, and the tight end, which was Tanner Johnson, did go out for a pass, making him ineligible. Not Tanner, excuse me, that's his older brother. Carter Johnson was the illegal man downfield, not by his fault, but by alignment. And now we have a snap over the punter's head. So the Tigers having special team problems, and a punt over Simmons' head with that wind, and the ball was recovered by Simmons, but because it was fourth down, it will be Patriots ball inside the 10-yard line. So the last snap was low. This snap was high and gives the ball, they're going to move that back out to the 12-yard line, but it will still be first down and 10 for the Patriots. So the Tigers did make some positive yardage there, hope to flip the field, but with the errant snap, the Patriots will have the ball with a great opportunity to score. See if the Tigers can make a stand. Robinson once again with the football, will knife over the right side. Hit initially by Timon Long, number 27 for the Tigers. Able to gain 4 yards on the carry, 2nd and 6. Patriots will go quickly up to the line. Able to dump the ball off to Hunter Merkley as he came all the way across the formation from the right side. Roward able to knock him out just short. Lots of substitutions here for third down and 1. Looks like the heavy package for the Patriots have come on the field. And it'll be just a quarterback sneak, and Tommy Thompson is in for the touchdown. So with 6.5 left in the third quarter, the Patriots have their first lead of the game, 12-7. We'll see if they go for 2 points here to make up for the missed extra point. And it looks like their offense will stay on the field as Thompson is lining them up. The heavy package again in the game. Big stand here for the Tigers again, and he's met right away in the backfield. Number 48 for the Tigers, Christian Hurdy, with a great play at the goal line to keep Kay out of the end zone. So the Tigers do trail 7-12, but are able to stop the extra point once again. Getting up slowly there for the Patriots, number 75, Alex Oppold. Oppold goes both ways for these Patriots, plays offensive and defensive line. Looks like he was maybe shaken up a little bit on that try. So once again, the Patriots will line up to kick off after scoring their second touchdown. The first one coming by way of a defensive pick six. The second one here, a quarterback sneak by number 6, Tommy Thompson. The Tigers will put Carter Barenfuss, number 88, and number 34, Lincoln Carlson, back to receive. Again, do not have the name of the Lincoln Patriot kicker. Number 11 not listed on our program here. We'll have to listen to the PA announcer, see if we can get his name. Hopefully he won't be kicking off anymore tonight. Carlson will take the ball, avoids the first tackle, and has a good return set up, and he's out over the 30-yard line. So Carlson makes a couple good moves in the hole, not able to get completely out, but does take the ball out over the 30-yard line to the 33, where the Tigers will have first and 10.
For the Tigers at their own 33-yard line. Correction, that's 33.
So the Tigers will come out with Jacob Knuth in the backfield. Looks to be Lincoln Carlson in the backfield with him, faking the handoff. Double slants once again for the Tigers on the left side. This time the ball is behind Christensen, and he's not able to put the brakes on in time to make the play. We've seen that combination route a couple times from the Tigers. Rollinger runs the slant on the inside, taking the outside linebacker with him. Right in behind comes the second slant from Christensen with a nice throwing window. Again, throwing into a pretty steady breeze here as the Tigers have their face into the wind. Knuth this time will look to run, and he's sacked in the backfield by Aiden Sand. Both defenses playing very well here tonight. There's been pressure on quarterbacks. There's been almost instant tackling in the backfield when running backs are able to get the football. The Tigers defense giving up one short touchdown. The Patriots did give up a 39-yard touchdown on a pass play. And misread here by Knuth. He thought Christensen was going deep up the sideline, and Christensen ran a deep in, and therefore way over the head of Christensen. So some miscommunication there for the Tigers between quarterback and receivers, and the Patriots have a 3-and-out again. So the Tigers will be punting the ball back to the Patriots. Tigers have had trouble with the last two snaps. The first one not getting back to Will Simmons. The last one snapped well over his head. See if the Tigers can come up with a good snap here as the Patriots look to be putting some pressure on. This is good snap. Rugby-style kick by Simmons. And it will hit at the 50. Roll sideways. And be downed near the 46-yard line by number 16 for the Tigers, Evan Henderson. So a good snap this time, a good rugby punt from Simmons. Didn't quite get that forward roll he was looking for, but this time the Patriots do have to start on their side of the 50. Isaiah Robinson will be in the backfield with Tommy Thompson. At wing is number 15, Luke Smith. Deep ball intended up the middle for number 2, Merkley.
Intended for Merkley.
Coverage on the play by Jai Rowert. So the Patriots went for the big play off the turnover on the punt.
For the Patriots.
Got the wind at their back. Overthrown ball, but trying to hit their speedster, Hunter Merkley, in the center of the field. This time Isaiah Robinson will be in the backfield. Pressure again by the Tigers, but it is set up to be a screen to Robinson, and he's caught from behind by Aiden Viox. We've seen a couple times today where the Tiger defensive line has really gotten upfield quickly, and they've thrown the screen in behind him, and it's been effective. This one to Robinson. There's been a couple to Kay, but it'll be 3rd down and 2. Robinson did come to the sideline, looked to be shaken up just a little bit on that tackle. Blitz from the Tigers, but it did not hit the right gap. And Kay is able to scoot near the 40-yard line, marking him down at the 41 of the Tigers. So a good blitz call by D coordinator David Doan, but just the wrong gap, and they're able to get the 1st down. Kay with another good hole off the right side. And Kay will take the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. May have found something here with Kay. Tigers trying to make some substitutions. Don't know if they're going to get off the field. They did not. But I do not think the referee saw it, as it was just to his left. Did not affect the play much, as he was a step from the sideline. Lincoln fans calling for illegal participation, but don't know that any of the referees saw that half step. 3 yards on the carry. Kay has found some success here for the Patriots in the backfield. Penalty flag on the play. This looks to be back in the backfield, possibly roughing the passer on Cade Boyer. Ball was incomplete, but the referee moved the flag to a specific spot. That usually tells you holding, personal foul, roughing the passer. That is called on number 15, Cade Boyer. The personal foul is an automatic 1st down, but will also be half the distance to the goal. So it will be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for the Patriots. Kay again with the ball down near the 5. So again, the Patriots, without starting running back Robinson, have put in number 23, Leo Kay, and Kay is finding some success running against the Tigers. Same play this time, made a man miss in the backfield and is in for the touchdown. So the Patriots come out of the come out of halftime with 2 quick touchdowns. They lead 18-7 with 3.5 left in the quarter. Patriots up by 11 points right now. Looks like they will be going for 2. Alex Holt giving chase. And he's upended and did not get in the end zone. His body ended up there, but the ball stayed in the field of play. Great hit. Body does not mean anything in the end zone. Ball did not make it. Referees are talking to one another. Don't know. There was a flag down here in the bottom corner of the screen. I did not see that. It was an illegal shift. Either way, the Tigers have declined that penalty and trail by 11 points. The Tigers will have Barenfuss and Carlson back once again.
Wyatt Vandentop prepares to kick off.
PA announcer says Wyatt Vandentop is the kicker for Lincoln. So we do have a name for Wyatt here, number 11. Apologize to Wyatt as we haven't known who he was for this almost 3 quarters. Vandentop was set to kick off for the Patriots. Carlson will take the ball inside the 10-yard line. Hits a seam, runs into his own man, trying to block for him, and is brought down near the 33-yard line. So another good return as the Tigers will have the ball out over the 30-yard line.
Carlson on that return. Peyton Hughes on that stop for the Patriots.
Peyton Hughes on the tackle for Lincoln. Nose of the ball right at the 33-yard line where it's 1st and 10. See if the Tigers can come out and get some positive yardage here. Been a rough 3rd quarter for the Tigers. They have Carlson in the backfield with Jack Tigan. Carlson sidesteps his way to the left side, but is met once again. Number 7, Aiden Sand.
Aiden Sand making that initial stop.
Short gain for the Tigers. 2nd and a long 9.
About 9.
Tigers bring Rollinger in. Walters off. They'll have trips to the top of your screen with tight end Hansen to the bottom. Tigan complete to Christensen. Great catch by Christensen. Jai Roert tried to spring him with a block there.
Was complete to Christensen. And he was tripped up by Peyton Hughes. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
So the Tigers able to hit it big here to Sam Christensen from Jack Tigan. And we'll have it 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Handoff to Carlson. He hits a seam this time around the right side. So both teams bringing in another running back in the second half and both finding a little bit of success.
Aiden Sand along with Jonathan Smith making that tackle. It's 2nd down and 3.
Gobronson will now check in at the running back's position. Tigers have 2nd and 3, marching down into Lincoln territory. Tigan once again going deep on the corner and overthrown.
And the pass from Tigan intended for Christensen is overthrown.
Once again intended for Sam Christensen. The Tigers like the matchup of their outside receivers
3rd down and 3.
with the corners from the Lincoln Patriots. This one was overthrown. Christensen had a step, but it would have been a tight window for him to fit in. Tigers will take Walter and Rollinger off the field, bring in a heavy package here on 3rd and short. Tigers will come up to the line of scrimmage. Ran misdirection, and the Patriots were ready for it. A huge surge by the defensive line for the Patriots will result in a loss for the Tigers. Looked like the Tigers tried to pull an offensive lineman there to run some sort of a trap.
Stopping in that time for the Patriots was Jake Randall along with Alex Oppold.
Jake Randall and Alex Oppold in on that tackle for the Patriots, but a great surge by their linemen, and they blitzed 2 linebackers on that play. Looked like he followed that pulling lineman right into the backfield. 4th down for the Tigers. Once again going deep and overthrowing. Don't know that that's exactly what Coach White was looking for on the 4th and 8, but there is a penalty flag on the play. The initial indication is holding against the Patriots.
Holding. Defense number 25.
Once again, that is the corner up there at the top. DeJuan Nesham on Sam Christensen, so maybe that was the reason that the ball was so far overthrown. There was holding called on DeJuan Nesham, moving the ball down to the 25-yard line, and a fresh set of downs for the Tigers.
Brings up 1st and 10 now for the Tigers.
Tigers will have trips to the bottom of your screen. Tigan alone in the backfield. Rollinger will motion across the formation. Called draw from the quarterback, and the Tigers find a little bit of success spreading out the Patriot defense with the spread formation, and a called draw from Coach White with Coach Tigan. Tigan will go to the sideline to talk with his coach. Enough for a first down for Tigan on the play. 1st and 10 Tigers, ball on the 15-yard line. Tigers down by 2 scores here late in the 3rd quarter. Tigan will roll out. Touchdown catch. Jai Rowert for the Tigers. So they're going to roll out and throw to number 10, Jai Rowert, in the back corner of the end zone, right on the sideline. He's able to get 1 foot in, and it's 6 points for the Tigers. So with 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, the Tigers trail by 13 to 18. Tigers initially sent out the kicking team, but will now put the offense on the field. Number 4 for the Patriots, Andy Blazevich, hobbling off to the sideline with looks like a lower leg injury or knee. Injury to the knee or ankle. Referees are asking for the clock to be reset. Knuth looks to keep it himself. Will go around the left side, and he's in. So now the Tigers do have 15 points and are down by 3, 18-15 with 17 seconds left. So Knuth with the scamper up the middle and shifts out to the left side, is in for the 2-point conversion. So we are back to a 3-point game here. Again, the 3-point difference. The Patriots missed the extra point on their first touchdown, had a bobbled hold, and they were not able to convert. The next time, they went for 2 points to try to make up for those and were left short. The Patriots yet to convert on an extra point, giving them the 3 6-pointers. The Tigers with a 2 and 2 touchdowns. Makai Soleil set to kick off. Kicking off for the Tigers is Will Simmons this time. Merkley and Robinson back for the Patriots. Ball is squibbed, and number 7, Aiden Sands, falls on the ball near the 35-yard line.
And covering the ball on that kickoff was number 7, Aiden Sands. It'll be Patriots 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Don't know exactly if anything's wrong with Soley or if Coach wanted Simmons in there just for the squib kick. Either way, the ball will be 1st and 10 for the Patriots at their own 35-yard line. Robinson is back in the backfield now. Kay did a nice job spelling him and had a couple great runs. Fake the handoff here. Ball is deep for number 17, Dylan Hansen on the play, but great coverage on the play by number 26 for the Tigers, Cayman Hudson. Hudson actually had a better shot at that football than did the receiver Hansen. So good coverage by Hudson will bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots. This time it will be handed off to Robinson. He does have the edge, but is quickly shut down by Gavin Gulbranson. Number 24 for the Tigers grabbed Robinson as he came around the end and flipped him backwards, almost Greco-Roman style. Gavin Gulbranson, a great wrestler for the Tigers, used some of those skills there to throw Robinson backwards. The ball will be marked near the 37-yard line as we switch ends of the field. So it's the end of the 3rd quarter here. 15-18, the Tigers trail the Patriots by 3 points. Patriots have 3 touchdowns, 1 by way of defense, 2 short offensive touchdowns. 1 was set up by a snap punt over the head by the Tigers, and a few plays later, the Patriots were able to get into the end zone. Not much going for the Tigers there in the 3rd quarter offensively. They did have 1 drive stalled out near the 50-yard line. But the Tigers are moving on this drive and will start the 4th quarter in the Patriots' territory. Patriots will start in their own territory. Now they're moving the ball back. Some placement issues here. Referees making sure they spotted the ball correctly after the switch. The Patriots will start this quarter with an empty backfield. Tommy Thompson, the only one in the backfield. The Tigers will switch it up. They have Rollinger, normally a receiver, in at middle linebacker. Patriots taking a lot of time with this first play. Ball is caught. Good job keeping the ball alive by Thompson, and the ball is caught by number 12, Ty Schaefer. So the Tigers only bringing 3 down linemen for pressure there. Not able to get to Thompson. He's able to extend the play and make a nice throw to Schaefer. Penalty flag on the play. Dead ball, false start. 75 for the Patriots. Alex Oppold is whistled for the false start. The ball will be moved back 5 yards to the 45-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Patriots. Again, the empty backfield with Tommy Thompson all alone in the backfield. This time a called draw, and there's a lot of room. Thompson looking to make a break, tripped right near the 45-yard line of the Tigers. Well blocked. The Tigers bringing in Rollinger to play deep in the middle of the field. Left a wide open middle for Thompson. Same exact play with the same result. Thompson will slide near the 35-yard line, but enough for the 1st down. The Tigers will have to make an adjustment here, and here come the regular linebackers. As Thompson, taking advantage of only 3 down linemen, was able to have 2 called QB draws. Now the Tigers will go back to their regular personnel. Thompson does drop back. A lot of time with Merkel, and he is not able to, not Merkel, number 22, Sam Siegel. Siegel's not able to catch the football. Patriots wanting a late hit on the Tigers. No penalty on the play. Second down and 10 for the Patriots at the 36-yard line. Motion will give the ball to Merkel. He tries to go around the left side, but will be tackled.
Tackle made by Glenn Hansen.
Pushing and shoving a little bit after the play. The referees step in. Just verbal warnings here. Don't see any penalty flag on the play. The run to Siegel will get the ball 3rd and 5 for the Patriots. Thompson on the draw. This time the Tigers are ready for him and will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Number 44 for the Tigers, Aiden Viox, the first one to meet him, also helped by number 45, Colt Harder. So this time the quarterback draw not effective as the Tigers have their regular linebackers in. It'll be 4th and 6 for the Patriots. And the quarterback draw this time is effective once again. Thompson in the 20. The play of the drive for the Patriots has been the called quarterback draw with Tommy Thompson. 4 times this drive they have called number 6. 3 times very effective in getting the first down. Robinson in the backfield this time, and he will be caught from behind by number 41 for the Tigers. A great tackle on the edge by Alex Holt. Robinson looked like he may have that left corner. Colt comes off of his block and makes a great tackle in the backfield. Good work by number 41, Alex Holt. That'll put the Patriot offense behind the chains at 2nd and 12. Rollout pass to number 15 for the Patriots, Luke Smith, but chopped down very quickly by Kamen Hudson.
Tackle made by Law.
So a good play-action rollout. Had a lot of room out there, but Kamen Hudson came downfield very quickly and shut that one down. 3rd down and 9, a big stop for the Tigers. Thompson in back to pass, sees his man over the middle, and the ball is caught, but shy of the first down. That is Merkley on the catch, but well short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and 5 for the Patriots. A lot of confusion for the Tigers in the backfield. Now they seem like they're set. Got to make sure they have somebody for Thompson as he has run the quarterback draw out of this formation 4 times, and now the Patriots will take a timeout. Patriots had the play clock running down, a big play call here. Another score for the Patriots would make it awfully difficult for the Tigers to come back. A big stop for the Tigers would give them the ball back with almost 8 minutes left. Again, the score 18-15 in favor of the Patriots. The Patriots have had 3 touchdowns, 2 offensive and 1 defensive. The Tigers have scored 2 offensive touchdowns. Both passes, one caught by Rollinger on the first drive of the game, and one by Jai Rowert in the back of the end zone.
Provide options beyond the expected. Help you make pain past.
So both teams will come out of this timeout. The ball rests on the 12-yard line of the Tigers. 4th down for the Patriots. They have to get down inside the 10-yard line near the 7.5 in order to get a first down. They'll go empty backfield again with Tommy Thompson all by himself in the backfield. Thompson back to pass, and the ball is caught by number 22, Sam Siegel. So an out route from the inside slot receiver. Patriots are set up 1st down and goal from the 4. Handoff to Robinson is met in the backfield instantly As they unfurl the pile here, let's see, number 41, Alex Holt in the backfield again. Holt tackles Robinson for a loss of 2. Makes it 2nd down and goal from the 6. Robinson will come off the field and they'll put another receiver in. The Patriots may have found something here with this empty backfield. Now they'll put Kay in. Fake the handoff. The ball is tipped. Number 27, Timon Long tips the ball at the line of scrimmage. That pass was intended for number 15, Luke Smith. Smith would have probably had a touchdown had he caught that ball, but Long unable to get his hands up at the line of scrimmage and get just enough of the ball for it to be short. 3rd and 6 for the Patriots. Kay is met at the 5-yard line and cannot get any further. Looked like number 15, Cade Boyer. Boyer, the 6'1", 210-pound senior, hitting Kay at the 5-yard line. Kay only 160 pounds. Now it will be 4th and goal. Pressure from the Tigers. They cannot get him down. A big stop for the Tigers with the sack in the backfield by number 15, Cade Boyer. Instant pressure by the Tigers set Tommy Thompson rolling out to this side of the field, and he was hit hard by Cade Boyer. Almost kind of incredible that he was able to hold on to that football as he looked like he was trying to get rid of it at the last second to maybe throw up a prayer. But the Tigers have the ball down by 3 points with 6.5. It's going to be an 81-yard drive if the Tigers are going to get in the end zone. The Tigers will come out with number 5, Jack Tigan. Stacked receivers to the bottom of the screen with Sam Christensen going in motion. And the Tigers going deep once again, this time to Jai Rowert, and it is overthrown. Rowert, the speedster for the Tigers, going deep. They have found the matchup over here. Number 25 for the Patriots, DeJuan Nesham, has had his share of balls thrown his way. But the Patriots have left him over here by himself, locked up with the Tiger receivers and able to be in good coverage on that play. Nesham able to make the tackle. Number 34 carrying for the Tigers, Carlson. He's able to get around the right side for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. So a big 3rd down early in the drive for the Tigers. Will they try to keep it on the ground? Will they go back to the air? The receivers slot to the top. Tried to do the smash route in behind the corner. Might have been some confusion there from Walters as it looked like he was supposed to run something short. And Rollinger come in deep behind him, but Walters pushed the corner back deep, making it a very difficult throw for the quarterback. Will Simmons will be in to do the kicking. 2 returners for the Patriots. Merkley and Robinson both back, starting receiver and starting running back. And we'll have a false start. Looked like Rollinger may have moved his back foot. And that is correct according to the official. Looked like Rollinger either leaned too far forward or was reestablishing himself, but nonetheless moved his back foot. Called him for the false start. So a 5-yard penalty will bring up 4th and 10. Good snap this time. Simmons has the wind to his back. Ball is bobbled by Robinson as he comes up to try to catch it, so he'll just fall on the ball at the 44-yard line. So the Tiger defense comes up with a big stand deep in their territory, but the offense unable to capitalize. The Patriots have the ball at their own 45-yard line with 5.5 left to run out in the fourth quarter. Again, they lead the Tigers 18-15 as they start this drive. Ball is handed to Merkley, and he will come off this side.
Merkley, the ball carrier.
He'll be brought down by the Tigers' number 44, Aiden Viox.
Brings up second down and 8.
3 yards given to Merkley on that jet sweep will bring up second down and 7 for the Patriots. Patriots once again slot receivers to the top of your screen with the wing. Ball is handed off to Robinson. He's hit by Viox and Colt Harder and driven to the backfield. We'll see where they give him his forward progress. Looks to be little or no gain for Robinson. So looked a little promising, but was shut down very quickly by Viox and Harder. No gain on the play. Third down and 7. Trips to the top of your screen. Thompson throws the ball out. There's nobody for Robinson, and he cuts back, but will be short. It's going to be very close, but I believe with this mark on the sideline, he is short. It'll be fourth down and half a yard. Patriot coaches talking on the sideline. Big play in the game here as they need a half a yard. Looks like they're going to call timeout as head coach is walking over to the sideline official. They'll more than likely wait for the back official to start his 5-second count, letting us know right before the play clock will run out. And Lincoln will call their first timeout. Second timeout. Lincoln is down to 1 timeout in the half. Haven't had a whole lot of time to go over third quarter stats as we're quite a bit into that. Not a whole lot to talk about for the Tigers in that quarter. Lincoln Carlson did have some success. He had 15 yards rushing. Again, that did put the Tigers into positive yardage as they have 10 yards net rushing. Lincoln Carlson leading the way with 15. Leo Kay came on very strong for the Patriots in that quarter. 10 rushes for 49 yards and a touchdown. Sam Christensen with 2 catches, and Christensen's over 100 yards receiving with 102. And Jai Rowert did haul in 1 more catch, and that one was a 15-yard touchdown. So those are the stats from the third quarter. Here we go with a fourth down and 1. Thompson not able to get right away, but his second effort is well past the 45-yard line and a first down. So a big first down for the Patriots as they can now continue to run the clock. The clock, the big enemy for the Tigers. 3:20 and counting. Tigers will need to stop them on this drive here as another first down will almost undoubtedly bring out the victory formation. Tiger coaches talking on the sideline about whether or not they'll use their timeouts at this drive. Handoff. Bounce off the first blocker. Tigers had them deep in the backfield, but not able to wrap them up. Looked like Cade Boyer with that initial surge really hit him hard in the backfield. But Kay able to bounce off. Aiden Viox ended up tackling him, but not after a gain of 2. Tigers not taking their timeouts here. Ball rolling across the field from the wind. They'll have to reset it. Handoff again to Kay, and he's loose. Off the left side, found a crease and is down near the 25-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Tiger coaches are going to have to start taking their timeouts. So a big hit Excuse me, that was Robinson able to move off that left side. The clock winding now under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes. Thompson awaiting the back judge's signal for 5 seconds. He'll hand the ball off to Kay.
Ball carrier with Kay.
And number 23, Leo Kay,
Tackle made by Gavin.
able to get 3 yards on the carry. The Tigers will take their first timeout. So the Tigers down to 2 timeouts in the quarter. The Patriots have 1 timeout.
It'll be second down and 7 for the Patriots when play begins.
So down to the very last gasp here for the Tigers. The Patriots need 7 yards to secure a victory. The Tigers have 2 timeouts. We'll undoubtedly see a few more runs from the Patriots and timeouts from the Tigers. The Tigers will need to make sure the Patriots do not get another first down, or the Tigers are going to need a turnover. Got to get the offense the ball. There's not much time to score. Set 2nd and 7 with 1:41 left. Handoff to Kay, and he breaks a tackle in the hole and very smartly stays in bounds. So Leo Kay comes off the bench.
Ball carrier that time with Leo Kay.
Timeout, Harrisburg.
The tackle was made for the Tigers by Rillard.
Rowert pushed Kay out of bounds, but that's a big run for the Patriots as they get a fresh set of downs. Very smart by Kay to stop as he was headed out of bounds and go down in the field of play. So the Tigers had to take another timeout with 1:30 left. So the Tigers have 1 timeout left, the 25-second clock between plays. The Tigers have 1 more chance to stop the ball or possibly get a turnover. Again, a very good game between 2 of the top teams in 11 AAA again this evening. Thompson will turn and hand the ball off. Very same play, very similar result.
Kay, the ball carrier. Along at the bottom of that.
Tigers will take their final timeout
It's second.
with 1:22 left and 2nd and goal for the Tigers. Ball rests right at the 3-yard line of the Patriots.
And for adults, you must exit under the grandstand. Only students may go down the track to meet and greet the team.
Set the stage here. It will be 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line for the Patriots. They lead 18-15 with 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. Tigers out of timeouts. So any play that the Patriots run on the ground and end up in the field of play, they will line up for the victory formation.
And Thompson takes a knee.
Patriots will take a knee, and the clock will run.
It will be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Tigers ran a player off late on that play. Victory formation once again for the Patriots. Thompson will take a knee. And there is 1 second differential between the play clock. So they will have to run another play. More than likely, Tommy Thompson will just take an extra step back and the clock will run out before his knee hits the ground. Got to make sure he snaps this at 1 second, though, or there will be time left on the clock for the Tigers. And Thompson does exactly that with a run to the left side and falls down. So with the clock at all zeros, Lincoln Patriots win the ball game 18-15. So the second game between the Harrisburg Tigers and Sioux Falls Schools is a short loss once again for the Tigers. The Tigers lost their first matchup against the Roosevelt Rough Riders by 2 points, lose tonight to the Lincoln Patriots by 3 points. Again, very well played game by both sides. Defense is dominating here. Very little offense here, especially for the Tigers in the second half. They did not get many yards. We had one good drive, but stalled just after the 50-yard line. Lincoln found a little bit of running with Mr. K, and he was successful. Again, the difference in the game here, 3 points. The Patriots had 3 touchdowns, missed all 3 extra points. One field goal or extra point did not make it, and they went for 2 the next 2 times and were unsuccessful. The Tigers did score 2 touchdowns with a 2-point conversion and an extra point, giving them 15 points. So, with the loss, the Tigers will fall to 4-2. The Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots will improve. They will be one of the only one-loss teams in the state after this contest. The Lincoln Patriots will be 6-1. The Tigers will be 5-2. Again, both teams will be in the top 5 in the state, more than likely, with that record. Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Brandon Valley and O'Gorman all playing this evening. So the Tigers losing the game by 3 points to the Lincoln Patriots. The next game for the Harrisburg Tigers, next week they will be at Harrisburg playing Brandon Valley. So they will have the opportunity to take on the Lynx from Brandon. Brandon is currently 4-2 and rated right behind the Tigers. The two teams, if Brandon wins tonight, will be 5-2, but again, will be one of those top 5 teams in AAA. Lincoln Patriots probably a little bit of a surprise this year for most. Have a good offensive and defensive line and talented position players. Very good game by them tonight as they come out victorious by 3 points over the Tigers. For the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, they have Rapid City Stevens and Rapid City Central left on their schedule. One out in Rapid next week for Stevens, and then they will finish up home against at Sioux Falls against Rapid City Central. Once the Tigers take on the Brandon Valley Lynx, they will end their season, the regular season, by playing O'Gorman at Sioux Falls McEnany Field at 6 p.m. But again, next week the Tigers are at home against the Brandon Valley Lynx at 7 o'clock at Tiger Stadium. We thank all of you who joined us via YouTube tonight from Howard Wood Field. We say congratulations to both the Lincoln Patriots and the Harrisburg Tigers on a hard-fought game. Good luck to all of you and stay warm this weekend.